Welcome. You are now entering the mind of Janae Chandel. Step forward to activate the doors, and please enjoy your stay. What's up, everybody? It's your girl Janae Chandel, and welcome back to my channel. So before I go any further into this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Okay, don't forget to subscribe. Okay, so today is going to be a hair tutorial video, and as you can see, I don't have any makeup on today. Like, whoo, I wasn't lying, y'all, when I tell y'all I be having bags. That's why concealer, I can't live without concealer, okay? Anyway, today's going to be a hair tutorial video, and you know, I'm not anybody's hairstylist, you know, I'm not certified, whatever you want to call it, but I do want to share with you guys some ideas of hairstyles that I'm coming up with as I go along, you know, protective styles to do on my locks. This is my first time really getting into protective styles. I really didn't do a lot in the beginning of my journey, so now 3 years later, here I am trying to learn how to do some protective styles to my hair. So today is going to be a sort of box braids inspired style, but I want to kind of leave the ends loose and kinky. For some reason, I just like the kinky look, and if you have watched my last hair tutorial video, you'll know that I use Marley hair to make like a kinky ponytail after I did flat, kind of like barrel twist on my hair. I had a long kinky ponytail, and I just like the kinky look. Okay, so this is something that I haven't really seen a lot of pictures for. I looked up some stuff online, I was inspired, and normally I get inspired and I just make up things as I go along. Okay, I'm going to show you guys how to go from this this here, how to go from this to this. So before we get started, guys, here are some of the items that I'm going to be using to achieve this style. And I got about 4 to 5 packs of this Cuban twist hair. It's really long and kinky. It's a 24-inch, and I really like the texture of it and how it feels on the end, and I think that it will give me the look that I'm trying to achieve. Excuse me. And I'm going to be using rubber bands, edge control, and all of this I may not use because I'm not really big on a whole lot of products. But I just wanted to have it just in case I needed it. So I have oil sheen, some braid spray for moisture, have some argan oil, and inside of this kind of travel tube is some of the Gorilla Snot, or whatever you call it. It's kind of like the Got To Be Glue, but just the Gorilla brand. So anyway, that is what I will be using to achieve this look. So let's go. Get out of the picture, Dior. I mean, are you doing your hair too? Okay. So before I start doing this, just FYI, my fiance is playing 2K21 in the background here. So if you see the TV and the basketball, just ignore it, okay? She refused to give me my space. She refused. Anyway, I'm just joking. I actually bombarded her space. She was out here playing before I came out here, so it's whatever. She can share. Learn how to share, T. Learn how to. Okay, so first things first, make sure you start off with clean hair, okay? Clean hair. I actually washed my hair maybe a week ago. So I know some people might be like, well, that's not really that clean because your hair can sweat and be oily in between. But, girl, whatever. I'm just trying to do this style, okay? Just make sure you start off with clean hair, okay? I have some kind of spray, and I'm going to use water and oil mixed together. That'll give me the kind of softness that I need to go ahead and style my hair, because like most people say, you never want to style on dry hair, okay? So always make sure that it has some kind of moisture. Also, another pro tip, I'm not a pro, but another pro tip is, after you do a protective style, make sure you wash your hair with clarifying shampoo afterwards, okay? That is so important. When you have protective styles in, a lot of the oil and gunk and sweat gets trapped in, you know, these parts here right at the beginning of your lock, and I hate when you have buildup that's right here, okay? So the one way to avoid that is to make sure you use clarifying shampoo at least every other month, every month, like at least once a month. I mean, whatever your schedule will allow, just make sure you're using clarifying shampoo once in a while to kind of get that buildup out, okay? People also do ACV rinses, you know, apple cider vinegar rinses. So whatever floats your boat, you can choose either or. But just make sure after you do a protective style, you do that. And you will need to make sure you have oils on deck because your hair will be dry. It will be stripped, even of the good oils afterwards. So just make sure you got some oil to put in your hair afterwards. Okay, so just so this video won't be super long, the plan is to do 1 or 2 to kind of show you guys what it's gonna look like, what I'm doing, and then I'll come back after that and show you guys like the full finished slay, you know. Alright, you guys, first I'm gonna go ahead and take this hair out of the pack, and as you can see, the hair is very texturized, but that is what I love about it. So this hair already kind of comes pre-sectioned off, so that makes it easier. So first I'm going to go ahead and spray some of this braiding spray. Well, it's kind of like a moisturizing spray, but it still does the job. And I'm actually spraying down the entire lock to kind of wet the whole lock, but I didn't kind of show you because I was moving so fast. But yeah, just moisturizing oil, that's what I'm doing first here. So I decided to do 1 pre-section piece per lock. That was the decision that I made, was to do 1 and 1. So basically all I'm doing is taking 1 strand and folding it in half, and I'm going to kind of braid it like you do a regular braid extension, but I choose to use my lock as kind of like the third piece, you know, when you're braiding as the third piece. So I find that easier to braid when I'm kind of putting extensions in. So even before I had locks, this is the way I braid it. So fold it in half and use my hair, sectioned off hair, as the third piece. So I don't do my braid too tight. I like it to be a little bit loose because, you know, at the end your hair will just be too tight and too stiff when you try to style it. So I try not to make it too tight. Plus, I'm not trying to lose my edges, so. And as you can see, it's blending pretty well. You can't see my lock in it, so that's what I want. And I'm not going to be braiding it all the way to the end. I'm actually going to stop at the end of my lock. So wherever my lock ends is where I'm going to stop. And man, I don't know why that wool was dripping everywhere. But anyway, I'm going to stop braiding at where my lock ends. And then that's where I'm going to rubber band. So as you see, I'm holding that piece there. That's where I'm going to put the rubber bands on. And I use 2 rubber bands, okay? 2. Do not use 1, use 2. Just in case it pops, you got to back up. So you can kind of see once I put the rubber band on, you can't really tell that I ever had a lock at all. So that was the intention. Woo, 1 down and like a million to go. Okay guys, so you know how I said that I was thinking of leaving it loose, like I wanted to have the poofy at the end, like so that's basically what I did. I braided here. I tried to braid tight, you know, so that it will blend in with the lock. You can't tell the difference. And then what I did is I took 2 black rubber bands. Okay, not the little plastic kind of looking ones because those pop easily. But get you some actually really good ones that are the rubber ones and not the plastic ones. Okay, those are sucky. Okay, so I do have this part loose, and I haven't quite decided if I'm going to leave it loose just like this or if I'm going to, you know, do some rollers and put it in some hot water because this hair, let me see if I can show you the package. Oh, this hair actually says it is able to be roller set with hot water. So I may decide to like roller set this and then let it be a little kind of wavy, or I may leave it puffy. I haven't got that far yet, so we just gonna see. We just gonna see what it look like at the end if I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'll do one more to kind of show you guys again. Let me just lift this up. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay. I'm going to do another one just to kind of show you guys what I did again. But basically, that's all I'm doing. Okay, I don't like to do it super tight like I said before. I make sure my parts are kind of clean and straight. You know, sometimes I use a little bit of a comb. Right now, I'm just kind of winging it and popping my locks. But, yeah, I don't do it really tight. I'm going to braid, put the rubber band on the end, leave this loose, and then I may just curl this at the end we'll see. Okay, so I'm going to do one more, and then I'll come back at the end. Alright guys, as you can see, I am finally completely done. This took me all night, so this is actually the next morning at like 7 a.m. I had to get up super early because I had somewhere to be. So I actually decided to roller set it because it was just so poofy and that was not going to work. So I decided to roller set it so that it could be more flat and more, you know, wavy and smooth. So I'm going to use these rollers here. I chose like a medium size instead of like a large or a smaller one. I just think the medium one will kind of look better for what the look is that I'm going for. So yeah, this is the size. As you can see, I'm not that excited to be up this early, so it's whatever. It's whatever. So this is how it all looks once I finish kind of roller setting it. It took me like an hour and change, but it shouldn't take you this long. I was just moving slow because I was half asleep. And that sound you heard earlier was actually me boiling water, so... Okay, so reflecting back, if I could change anything, I would probably use a lighter hair. That's number one. And I would probably use more than one lock in one piece strand that I braided to make it lighter. So here's a few shots of me actually with this hairstyle while I was out in Puerto Rico on vacation this past week. So the hair still worked out, but you know, just reflections. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to show your girl some love by subscribing to my channel. And make sure you come back for more awesome content and videos. So